Okay, it's midterm day 2. I'm on your wonderful campus here, TLU. There you go. But I thought I'd just stop and give you a quick update for day 2. The body as a whole, I'm hoping you have had some of this information before. This is probably stuff you've had in other classes, maybe in high school, and now reinforced in other classes. So hopefully you have there's some things that are familiar, like when you see, oh, I've seen the terms medial and anterior, and flexion, extension, motions, and some of that body type terminology that we're going to go over. Hopefully you've seen some of that before, and so you'll be able to pick up with that as well. There are 2 lecture videos. And then, of course, then there's the chapter review and a couple quizzes that I'll talk to you here about here in a second. As far as grading goes, just so you know, the way that the class is going to work, every day you're going to have a chapter review and a quiz due. That next morning is when I get up and I look at them and I grade them. So for chapter reviews, all I'm looking at is, did you complete them? I'm not going to really go get specific and grade each individual one. I just want to know, did you complete each section? If you do not complete each section, you will not get a grade. Like I've said in the other video, this is a completion grade, so please just complete it. That's all I'm doing is scanning to see if you've completed it. On the quizzes, you should be able to, once you turn it in, you should be able to see your score and the answers and the correct answers. Brightspace is kind of a battle for me as far as getting everything right and putting the right answers in and doing some things. So there's going to be some answers that you get wrong. It's marked wrong, but you're like, yeah, but that's really right. When I go back that next morning, I will adjust that. And so if it's past that next morning, like the noon the next day, and you still think that there's a discrepancy, or maybe I missed it because I'm scrolling through all these answers to catch them, just give me an email and say, hey, number 16 on my test, I think I got it right. But ultimately, it's because if you say the plural of a word and I didn't put the plural part in there, or that kind of stuff, or I put the whatever, that kind of stuff. So it'll mark things wrong, and I'll have to go back and do that. So just give me a little bit of time to grade that, and then you can kind of look at that and give me a shout if you think you got it wrong. On the quizzes, make sure the practice quiz is not due, or you don't get credit for that. And I have it due that day, but you don't get credit for that quiz. That is just a practice quiz, right? Please take them as many times as I give you. Heck, if you want more and you email me, say, hey, can I have a couple more administrations? I will open up more administrations. I just people usually don't do that. Here's why. Because I have a pool of questions and I only am giving you a certain amount. So for example, I think this practice quiz today is like 35 questions of practice. The pool is like 75 questions. So if you take it, I think I give you 4 times. So take it multiple times so then you can see these other questions, and you'll get some of these other questions. That way, when you take the graded quiz, hopefully you've seen that. Final thing on the quizzes, make sure that you give yourself enough time to finish them by the 11:59 p.m. So don't start it at 10 till midnight and you're like, oh, I didn't finish because it cut me off. Yeah, because you should have started earlier. I told you before in other videos, if you have an issue that I'm working late and I don't get off till 11:30 tonight, just tell me and I'll extend that. So, but I don't want to do that do a blanket. All right, I think that's it. Synchronous session. Hopefully, if you need one on office hours, or there'll be a synchronous session on Monday. Hopefully, you went to the one last night. If not, look at the stuff. Email me if you need to.